Alright, much brew about nothing time. Playing some blue-black mill this week. And, alright, we got the crab. Sir Crab's a lot. And some mine funerals. And this phantasm. I don't know about phantasm and ensnaring bridge. It almost feels like this deck would be better off committing to one or the other. Oh man, I don't think Scapeshift can beat us. This might not be Scapeshift, but that's what it makes me think of when I see Stomping Ground. Tapped. Could also be Zoo. I think we just take Visions of Beyond. See what we mill. Oh, it is Scapeshift. Well, that's very good news. Scapeshift, we don't even have to mill their whole deck. We just have to mill enough mountains. Although, if this is Titan Scapeshift, they kind of have more outs, because Titan can get there as well. Farseek for the ramping. Mine Funeral is probably not going to be great in a land-heavy deck like Scapeshift. Against a land-heavy deck like Scapeshift. But, we're still going to cast it. There's a Visions. Untapped, mill 3. So we got to get 20 cards in the graveyard to turn on our Visions. So let's Mine Funeral, see how many we hit. Whoa! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 is a pretty good number. Turns on our Phantasm. Well, this is a weird build of Scapeshift. So let's see, 1, 2, 3... Oh, it says right there, 20. Alright. So we have Visions turned on. Exactly 20 cards. And then Crypt Incursion gains 3 for each creature that's exiled from the graveyard. 1, 2... Ooh, Acid Moss. That's annoying. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5 right now. Well, still, we get to Visions of Beyond, draw some cards. Hedron Crab, Marsh Flats, do a bit of milling. Opponent's down to 23, and actually less than that once we crack Marsh Flats, which I think we're just going to do right now. Get a Swamp, put our opponent down to 17, and I think we're in pretty good shape. They're definitely not going to be able to Scapeshift us. And we have a Mine Funeral, plus we can just Crypt Incursion to gain a ton of life. So much life that I don't even think Titan is really scary. Courser, sure. Farseek on top. Plays a land, gains life. And Anger. Alright, down go our crabs. Let's see. 3 card types. Well, let's just Mine Funeral. Hit a bunch. Watery Grave. And I think we're just going to stay back on defense. No reason to have something crazy happen. I don't know what exactly it could be, but looks like a Titan, maybe. Alright, plays the land. They're down to 5 cards in their library. Well, Summoning Trap to see if they have anything left. They get another Courser. Another Summoning Trap on top. Yeah, I don't think they can win from here. They just looked at their whole deck, so alright. Yeah, we got there. This seems like a good matchup. So my impression of this deck so far has been the matchups are either awesome or awful. There is no in between. Either I feel like we literally can't use. Alright, reasonable-ish. If we can mill enough that we don't die to Valakut, then Ensnaring Bridge should be solid. There's a Valakut. We do have a Ghost Quarter, which is nice. Let's get a Watery Grave tapped. I think we're just going to go Marsh Flats, crack it, get a Swamp, and let's just lead on Mesmeric Orb. It punishes this deck quite a bit for tapping out as much as it does, and like getting lands tapped and all that stuff. We mill 2 lands. Search is counting down. Farseek, more tap lands. Opponent passes. We have 2 card types in our graveyard. Well, let's just glimpse the unthinkable and Shelldock Isle. So mill 10. 2 summoning traps, a Thrawn, an Elder. Play the Shelldock Isle. Get a... let's go Crypt Incursion. I think Crypt Incursion might be more important. Just in case they start activating Valakut. We might have to Ghost Quarter next turn. Hopefully they don't have Titan here. Titan would be bad. We've milled 1, 2, 3 mountains. And no Valakuts yet. Elder cracks it. Gets a mountain. Alright, we untap, do some milling. Then I think we want to Mind Funeral our opponent. Alright, we got like 8. And then just Ghost Quarter and hit the Valakut. It would be sweet if they were out of basics, but it's probably unlikely. Mill a couple more, including a Worm Coil. Opponent's down to 20 in their library. And we do have Delirium activated. So with Delirium, this is mill 6. Since it's 2 when it enters, and then... or 3 when it enters, and then 3 more on our opponent's upkeep. And when it's mill 6 for 2, with a chump blocking body, it's actually pretty good. Primal Command is going to... shuffle library into the graveyard and search for a creature. Well, that sets us back. And Lightning Bolt our face. Well, that means we definitely need to be bringing in graveyard hate. Let's Scribe. Mill 3. Swamp. Glimpse the Unthinkable. Mill 10. Untap. We did not mill a single land. Mill 3 from Scribe. A bunch from Orb. So we got our opponent back down to 25 cards, but they get to Primeval Titan and start getting Valakuts. See if they go double Valakut. They do go double Valakut. Oh, and they have Wooded Foothills. Alright. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know how we win next turn. We're probably in trouble. I guess Crypt Incursion could help? They have how many creatures? 1, 2, 3. We're only at 12, which means 2 lands kill us. So like Ramp Spell. Shelldock Isle enters tapped, so we can't... Alright, I guess we just have to Shelldock Isle, get a Glimpse the Unthinkable, stop on our opponent's draw step after the milling happens. So we're going to mill a bunch when they untap, but no creatures. And they are going to Summoning Trap. Alright. Get a Primeval Titan. Let's see how many lands they have left. Do they have enough mountains? They get 2 Valakuts. Alright. Opponent goes to attacks. Attacks with Primeval Titan. How many mountains do you got? Does this save us? They have 12, 18 damage. I'm not sure it does. 3, 6, 9, 12. Well, I guess technically it could, so I guess we cast it. So, Crypt Incursion, targeting our opponent. If they have a mountain in hand, then we're dead. If not, then we definitely win. Down to 12, down to 6 from Primeval Titan. So that's a question. Do they have a mountain in hand? Come on. No mountain. I guess double bolt. 1 and 2, 3. They don't have double bolt because 2 are in the graveyard. I don't think they can search for a mountain. I don't think... Why wouldn't they have just gotten another mountain last time? If they had one. They had to get a forest. Oh, yes. Now we just... Shelldock Isle. Glimpse. And that should do it. Wow. We milled them out twice because they shuffled everything back in. Woo! Alright. Well, that was sweet. Seems like Scapeshift is a pretty good matchup.